Hello my lovely Misfitians, and welcome back to another video. So let's go ahead and get the elephant, I guess, out of the room of why I've been gone so long. If you have been following me on Facebook and Instagram, you already know, but I am pregnant. The last time I spoke with you was at the end of October, and actually a little bit mid-October. And around the middle of October, I was going to have a procedure done, and I told all of you I was going to have a procedure done. That procedure was an egg transfer. And the reason why I didn't say egg transfer is because I was pretty highly advised that the first egg transfer wouldn't most likely work. And so just to kind of treat it like it was a procedure and we would learn from the first go around and then make plans for the second kind of go around for an egg transfer. But everything went really, really well. And I kind of felt like I was just holding my breath the entire time because, my doctor was even saying, well, we're going to be hopefully optimistic, but everything looks good right now. And we're just going to keep our fingers crossed that everything goes well. So as weeks went by, it was kind of this just constant holding your breath, hoping that everything would pan out and that basically it wouldn't lead to a miscarriage or something else where the pregnancy had to be terminated, basically. But everything went really, really well, and I am officially pregnant. I feel like now I'm in the safe kind of zone. I'm almost 14 weeks, so I'm a little past basically the first trimester. I'm 13 weeks and a couple of days, but I feel, and my doctors feel, everything is going really well. There's a couple of things that they're monitoring me for. I have a couple of tests actually next week. Because of those, I am considered high-risk pregnancy, which going in, we kind of knew that might be an issue just because of previous health things. But everything currently right now is going really, really well. And I have little ultrasound pictures to show you, and I'll show you a little baby bump. So this is baby Luke. This is the first time we got the heartbeat. It's just basically a line, but they confirmed that there was a heartbeat. Then this was the first kind of picture that we got, and then this was the first of the actual heartbeat that we were able to actually see. And then this is the first picture we got that actually looks like a real baby. And then unfortunately, the week that we got our 12-week ultrasound, which is this one, this is the one that I shared online and on Facebook, the printer wasn't working for the ultrasound, so they told us to take a picture with our iPhone so that we could get images of them. And basically, this is the picture we got, and we printed it off. Hopefully next time is I think the 16-week we'll get an ultrasound picture too, but we've been just basically stockpiling them and keeping them because it's just been really, really special. I honestly, just based on what I was hearing from doctors and just that stuff, I honestly did not think this first time would work. So yeah, it's just so exciting that it did. However, I have been incredibly, incredibly sick. First trimester has not been kind. At first, I think the first couple of weeks, I was like, oh, good. I think I'm actually gonna miss the nausea part, because I felt really, really good. And I was basically, they told me just kind of rest, take it easy, which I was doing. but I felt energized and I felt like I want to do stuff. But I listened to doctors and just took it easy and rested. I'm so glad I did, because around the 8 to 10 week mark, everything went crashing downhill and I got really, really, really sick. And it was just not a fun experience. Actually, I think it started a little bit earlier than that. Probably around the 6 to 7 week mark is when I started getting really tired. But then I got the nausea and it was not fun. So anyway, I'm starting, every once in a while I still get waves of, and I am totally out of focus. There we go. Every once in a while I still get waves of nausea. They said that's normal and hopefully it will start to slow down. I'm still incredibly tired. You can probably tell, in my face. I'm still incredibly tired, so I'm kind of pacing myself. But yeah, it's just been a really incredible journey. And then on top of that, we had a lot of family stuff going on that we had to kind of just stop everything. I think I said on Instagram in the newsletter that we had a little family emergency that has been taken care of. I'm not going to go into detail about that, but basically we needed to step back and help with family with some stuff. And also while that was going on, Teddy was having weird heart issues. So we were constantly going to basically a specialist for dogs for their heart. So like a cardiologist for dogs. And she had to have a heart monitor. She actually has little areas that are shaved on her body because she had to wear a heart monitor twice because she was having these little episodes where basically her heart would either stop or her heart would do these weird flutters. And so while all this happy news was happening with being pregnant, we were also really, really worried about Teddy because she was not doing well. We also found out that she had sometime in the past, and we had not caught it, and the vets had not caught it. She had pancreatitis. So her pancreas is kind of messed up too. So we kind of took a step back and we're like, okay, there's a lot going on with our family right now. We need to really pay attention to what's going on with me as well as what's going on with Teddy. And thankfully I can say Teddy is doing a lot better. They've put her on a special type of medication for heart. She's having, unfortunately, some side effects to that medication. So we actually have an appointment today for her to kind of figure out how to tweak the medicine to help with those side effects, but she's doing a lot better now. She's not having those little weird quirks anymore. Fingers crossed that stays that way. But yeah, it's been a very, very stressful but also very exciting basically 2 months. And I just needed to be off the internet to kind of just be with my family, basically. Like, really, just be with my family, because there was a lot going on and there was kind of this uncertainty of a lot of different things. And so anyway, things are going a lot better now. I know I said I was going to do basically a little paper cutout thing for Christmas for the fox. I actually have that all filmed. I just didn't teach it because I got really sick. But it was a little stocking. It's really cute. I might resurrect that next year since I have all the footage and just record it whenever I get a chance. And then add that to the fox tutorial for later on. But yeah, I planned a lot of stuff to basically do during this time. And honestly, I think I could have done it if it had just been me. I think I could have just pushed through and done it, but we had a couple of other things that were going on with our family that just needed our attention, as well as me. So anyway, thanks for your patience, and thanks for just being so supportive and all the kind words. This very much seems still unreal because I still very much am just kind of waiting for the foot to drop, because I was just counseled so much that this wouldn't work. And then a couple years ago, I was basically told that you'd never get pregnant. And so it's kind of a weird, surreal thing to realize that I am pregnant and that I have a baby inside of me and everything's going decently well. So anyway, it's just been a little bit of a surreal experience, and I'll welcome you on the journey now that I feel like we're more at a safe spot for this particular journey. That being said, I did want to talk a little bit about the channel and moving forward with 2024. Since I am pregnant, my New Year's basically resolution / goals, which I love to set those at the beginning of the year, basically is going to be taken every moment. Just treasure it and really take things a bit slower and appreciate the moments that I do have. So, I'm gonna kind of do whatever I feel like doing week by week on this channel. I do have a lot of ideas of what I want to do. I think I'm gonna do smaller tutorials. I'm still planning on doing the little cat that we voted on for February. For the moon tutorial, I've been thinking about it, and my heart just is not into realism right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a moon, but I'm going to do an illustration with a moon in it. So last year I drew a bunny in a moon, basically a really cute little thing for Chinese New Year for the bunny. I'm going to paint that and teach how to paint that. Instead of doing the realistic moon, I'm going to compromise a little bit. I'm still going to do a moon basically tutorial, but I'm going to add it more with a cutesy animal, because right now I have baby on the brain and I am just in this mood of doing cutesy, like childlike illustrations. And I'm going to go with that flow. I'm going to go with what I feel like doing, because I'm finding if I'm doing what I feel like doing, my art is actually blooming and being more creative. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm finding myself getting a lot of creator's fatigue when I think about what should I draw today. So you probably saw this week, if you've been following me on Instagram, I drew a little bear basically, and I was looking down at a spot, and then I asked y'all on Instagram and on Facebook, what is the bear looking at? Because I just figured let's have y'all help me create illustrations so that I'm not having to think as much, because I am still very, very tired and fatigued. And one of y'all said do like a honey pot, and then I took that idea, and like I said, I have baby on the brain, so I did a little bear holding a baby bear, basically holding a honey pot. I'll probably teach that as well as a tutorial in the future. So I'm just kind of going with the flow, but also trying to do more things that involve all of you. So it puts less of the pressure on me to create everything out of my brain. So yeah, that's kind of what the channel is going to look like. I did get from my husband some new art supplies for Christmas to play around with. I do want to play around with those before I get too big and it's going to get hard to paint at the art table. So I'll also be looking at some new art supplies and playing around with them as well. But that's kind of an idea of what the channel will look like. I'll do little baby bump updates and kind of tell what's been going on type stuff, but this is not going to become a baby channel. This is definitely an art channel, and this is how I share my creativity. So that's basically what it's going to stay for the future. So yeah, I guess I can go ahead and show baby bump now, a little update. I gotta pull you back a little bit because the camera. But yeah, I got a little bump. Definitely have just a teeny bump right now, but a lot of my clothes aren't fitting the way they're supposed to, so I've had to actually buy some maternity stuff already, because this little one right here is already starting to basically poke out, so you can kind of see just a little bump. But yeah, that's what has been going on. Here, I'm just making sure I'm in focus, and it's been a crazy couple of weeks. So yeah, lots of love, y'all. I will talk to you soon. I have some ideas of what I want to do in the future, as I talked about, and I'm excited to create content on this channel again now that things have settled down a little bit. So anyway, I am excited for the new year, and I'm excited for baby Luke coming in June, most likely the end of June, and we'll see what the future holds. Lots of love, y'all. Bye.